Welcome. In front of me is a ZTE Blade A73, and today I will show you how you can enable your power saving mode on this phone. So to get started, you want to pull down your notifications by swiping down from the top of your screen, and then swipe down once again to extend the list of visible toggles. Now here we are looking for power saving toggle. If it's not visible by default, which that appears to be the case for me, you will need to click right here on this pencil and then find it somewhere in the toggles that are turned off. By the looks of it, we have two different ones. We have the normal power saving mode and we have the ultra power saving mode. So I'm going to add both of them, and you do so by just holding it. As you can see, the text right here will change, and then drag it, drop it. And now when we go back, we should have access to it on one of the pages. So the normal power saving mode is visible on the first page, while the second one should be, there we go, on the second page. So I'm going to start off with the normal one. When you enable it, not much is going to change. There is a couple of things that's probably going to be happening in the background. So just to name those, though keep in mind I might be wrong about it, because when you enable the mode, you can see clearly there is no information about what it's going to change. So what typically happens from like the most important changes is your Wi-Fi and mobile data will be turned off when you're not using your device. So when it's in sleep mode, this would be considered sleep mode. It will disconnect from those, and there are two options. Either it's going to reconnect to it once every so often just to see if it's missing any kind of notifications and then deliver them all in bulk, or it will not check for anything till you wake up the device yourself. So when you unlock it and start using it, it will automatically reconnect and then drop everything on you, all the notifications at once. Now, I'm mentioning this because some people might find this problematic, and obviously this will basically make the mode unusable for them. Now, anyway, now I'm going to enable the second one just so... Hello, phone, can you go back to the previous page, please? There we go. So going back to mode right here, once enabled, it will give you a pop-up. So enable Ultra Power Saver to bring maximum battery to your phone. This mode will restrict the number of applications that starts automatically and restrict the background activities of apps. So this actually enabled, you will see how that looks like, because that will be a deterring factor for a lot of people. So this mode is obviously designed to just save power and nothing else. Now, with that being said, it does actually extend the battery in a decent way. It gives us right now 81, almost 82 hours of battery life, which you can see right over here. And that is with the battery being at 83%. So at 100%, it might be closer to maybe 100 hours. That will probably be adequate, about 100 hours, or at least close to it. So with this mode, it's going to prioritize on battery saver, and as you can see, it limits most of the other aspects of your device, like the amount of applications that you can have, the notifications, which widgets are very limited now, or widgets toggles, and the device tends to put the screen to, well, time out quite quicker. So if it was set to like 10 minutes, right now I believe it's going to be like 30 seconds before it just does this. There we go. And then I believe 10 more seconds and it's going to lock the device, or even 5. So yeah, it's primarily designed for trouble or for power saving and nothing else. While everything else that I mentioned about the Wi-Fi and mobile data will, if it's the case for normal power saving mode, it's going to be also the case for this mode. Now, to leave it, all you need to do is click on this exit button right here and select OK. And this will then return you back to the typical home screen that you're used to. Now, going back to the normal power saving mode and the changes that it does, for the people that might not be interested in power saver mode just because of those changes to Wi-Fi and mobile network, there are other things that you can do yourself to preserve your battery a little bit. So pulling down our notifications, we're just gonna point out a couple of things. So we have a bunch of toggles. We have things like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, mobile data, which for me is disabled, location, and several other things. For the most part, majority of the people will have most certainly something like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and mobile data enabled, along with location, because it's, I believe, enabled by default. And all of those will consume a little bit more of your battery life. So if you're not utilizing some of them, just turn them off like for instance Bluetooth and Wi-Fi can be turned off. If you tend to only use mobile data, then just stick with that. Location as well, you can turn that off. And any toggle that you don't use, just get rid of it. And this will give you a little bit of battery life, additional battery life. And last thing that will have the biggest impact on your battery life, which will only affect it when the screen is on, is the brightness of your display. Having it maxed out and dropping it by like half of the, so for instance from max to like half, you will gain several additional hours of battery life. Now, I do want to stress this, it is at only screen on time, so if you lock your device, this change will have no impact whatsoever. So there we go. Now hopefully this video gave you some insight into this, and if it helped you, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.